All right, Amy, so this is before our actual intro because we're actually driving to Silver Dollar City. Here is the first point on how to avoid traffic. Now, let's pretend there's a lot of traffic because this is over here on the left. That line sometimes for a long way is usually full and it takes you forever to get in there. So what we do is we go that way and we're gonna do a U-turn.
We go through the intersection and do a U-turn.
Go through the intersection. You can turn around anywhere you want. And then coming from this direction to Silver Dollar City, you can see up here, there'd be tons and tons and tons of cars waiting to turn left, but not us. We're just gonna turn right because 95% of the traffic comes from that direction. So if you come this way, you don't have to wait in the long line. Sometimes the line will take you 2 hours to get through, an hour and a half maybe. We'll do the intro in a moment from inside. Oh, no, keep it rolling. We're also gonna show you our favorite place to park. This is all about navigating Silver Dollar City.
Oh, don't tell them that, then we won't have our favorite place to park anymore.
It's our gift, it's our Christmas gift to them. We have 2 places that we park. Both of them you have to walk, you can't take the tram, but it's fast. One place is over there, so you turn right, and I don't know if I can point it out, because I have to turn left here, but right over there, we'll park like right by that telephone pole, or no, right by that van. See that white van? That white van, we'll park right there by that white van. But us, we're gonna turn left, we're gonna come in here. This is our first favorite spot. By that white van is our second favorite spot. So you just cruise over here, and you park, like so. And then we're going to go through the tunnel. You can't see, there we go. Go through that tunnel, and we're gonna walk to Silver Dollar City. We'll be there in less than 5 minutes. All right, it's raining today, so I have just my phone. So it might be a little bouncy every now and then, but basically you come through this walkway, and that direction is Silver Dollar City. So instead of going way out there and riding a tram in, you walk here, you park here, and then you can just walk right there.
And I don't know that that lot has ever been full this season. Maybe one time has it been full. But usually you can find a spot in there and it's a nice, easy walk, and we never have to take the tram. So.
And the tram lines at night, especially getting out, you're gonna stand there for a long time.
Oh yeah, you wait way longer to take the tram than it would take you to walk back. So.
Hey, why don't we jump in here, do the intro. This is a delayed intro.
Well, this is John and Amy with TPF Trips, Places, and Fun. And we are here at Silver Dollar City to show you the layout of the park. We chose a rainy day, but there probably won't be a whole lot of people on park because of that. So it might be a good time to show you.
So, boy, this is gonna be a rough, raw video, but that's all right. So a lot of people, or a few people I've heard recently say that navigating Silver Dollar City is a little bit challenging because there are dead ends. And so I was thinking, are there dead ends? Because I've never had an issue. Of course, I've lived here most of my life. But stopping to think about it, I think there's some dead ends here at Silver Dollar City.
They are places that dead end into great places.
You're so close to the camera.
Oh. They're great dead ends with things to do in them, but it's true. So we thought maybe we'd do a layout of the park to help people make sure they don't miss anything.
Right. How does somebody lose a shoe, one single shoe?
It's a little toddler shoe.
They probably kicked it off.
Yeah.
Kicking and screaming because they didn't want to leave Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, that's what.
So we've already been to the Showboat today. So that video is going to be up soon. The Showboat, a Christmas show. We'll give you a little tour of the Showboat, right?
Yeah, the Christmas cruise.
Christmas cruise. Hey, I know you love me, but you got to stay back a little bit, otherwise you're not in the shot.
You have the umbrella though.
Well, I'm trying to keep the camera dry, and I'm giving you a little bit of shelter there.
It's okay.
And so we got to go through the health screening before we get in there. But no one's going to be here today. I recommend that they check out our video, one of our early ones, on going to Silver Dollar City in the rain.
Things to do when it's raining in Silver Dollar City, because a lot of the rides will be closed. And of course the indoor shows are not going on, but there are still some things to do in the rain at Silver Dollar City.
Well, typically indoor shows would be going on in the rain. Back when we made that video was pre-world crisis.
Yeah.
And so indoor stuff did happen during the rain.
But not today.
Not today.
But you still have some rides like Fire in the Hole and the mine ride, or the flooded mine.
Yep.
And let's see, will the train go in the rain, you think?
I think so.
Yeah. Making people think you gave me the umbrella.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I do.
I know your motives. You would have kept it if it hadn't have been for the video.
I'm letting all you viewers know that I was a gentleman and gave Amy the umbrella.
Okay, so coming in, we just passed ticketing. As you get off your tram or as you walk up, ticketing will be there on your right. If you have a season pass, of course, you're not going to have to stop at ticketing. But then you kind of go through the little entranceway and you follow the path around this little, what do you call that?
The water wheel.
The water wheel, yeah. And it's not going right now.
And we need to remember that I have my phone without any microphones.
Here, you can have the...
So we need to talk nice and loud.
Okay, yeah, and we're kind of muffled, but...
Yeah, muffled with masks and no wireless microphones today.
Yeah. And then once you go around the water wheel, then you will go through, you'll go through bag check and security.
And here's guest relations should they need it.
Yep. Before you go through ticketing, or not ticketing, show them your
Before you go through the turnstiles, I guess we can call them.
Yeah.
So we just went through metal detectors. Now we're gonna go through here. Yep. Here, Amy, can you hold this?
Yes.
Need to get. Oh, it's warm in here. Look at that.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
As long as the wind doesn't blow, we're in good shape. But you can't see a thing, can you?
No, I can't see anything. I'll make it.
Get a picture of that.
Yeah. He needs some little wipers on his glasses.
What's hilarious is we're doing a navigating Silver Dollar City video, and I can't see a thing.
All right. So we just went to the turnstiles and over here on your left.
Now this is the way you'll go out.
Yeah,
at the
that's
end of the day.
That's the Ozark Marketplace, and you will leave through there. But here on your left, when you come in, that's where you will find your stroller and your wheelchair rental.
Sometimes not. Recently, they have been doing the rentals for the wheelchairs, the scooters, out in the parking lot.
Oh,
right next to the health screening.
Okay. Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, but this typically is where it has been.
You can also do your lost and found here. And we have upgraded like season passes there before as well. So.
Now, right on the left, if you want to grab some coffee or a yummy sweet, you can do that as you enter the park.
Even Delilah's?
Yeah. Now, we're not going to tell you everything that is here today. We're not going to go over all the attractions, restaurants, shops, and things like that unless we are using them as signposts.
Yeah, we're
on how to navigate.
trying to give you a layout of the park. And so when you first go up this first hill, you see the hospitality house. This is if Marvel Cave tours were open. This is where you would wait for your Marvel Cave tour. It also has some gift shop items. And there's a restroom in here should you need it. All right.
So this is shopping, and then we enter the city right here.
All right, so this is the square. Now, since most human beings are right-handed, the majority are, people tend to go to the right just because that's naturally what they do because they're right-handed. We like to go to the left. Silver Dollar City is kind of a big loop. But we like to start to the left because then when you end the day, you walk up a less steep hill than if you go the other way. You walk up a really steep hill if you start on your right.
So we can go left, we can go right, but actually, Amy, let's go around the gazebo and then we'll show them a little more clearly which direction that they can go.
Okay,
so,
I was wondering, do we want to show them? Because I feel like people tend to miss like this little area over here with the church and the schoolhouse and the petting zoo. And
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, so before you leave the square, got this area all up in here that a lot of people ignore, and got this cute little Taffy Shop.
The Taffy Shop is adorable.
Should we show them?
Old-fashioned candy store.
No, we're not going to show them.
We're not?
No, because it's just going to take too long to go into all these awesome
everything?
little places.
Okay.
This is all about navigation.
Okay.
This is logistics, technical stuff. So You got the apple butter down there, and a variety of different. There's petting zoo down there. Might not be open right now.
Yeah, so down there they have a petting zoo. They have the little homestead pickers, right? That usually sit out here and will play for you.
Yeah, I think they're in different part of the park right now.
I think they're over there at Tom and Huck's. Aren't
Yeah.
they? But that's where they will be a lot of the time. And then there's a little schoolhouse in there. That's really fun. And there's the Wilderness Church over here on the left, where if you want to go do a hymn sing along, you can do that.
Yep, you went in there and you cried in one of our videos.
I did. The hymns are very touching.
Okay, so let's wrap around this way, just temporarily. We're gonna go this way in a minute, but kind of get you centered. We're gonna get you centered here in the square on the other side of the gazebo. We were over there, now we're gonna just cruise on right over here.
We want you to play safe with us.
And I am getting wet. I think I need to put my hood on. I know. All right, so let's call this the center of the park. This is basically the center of Main Street.
And you actually can go down the center.
Yeah, you can go
That
straight.
would be Midtown. And that is at Christmas time where you're going to see the majority of the lights. That's like Christmas light overload right there.
Yeah, you can actually cut the park in half by going this way instead of left or right. Go this way, and it'll get you in the neighborhood of Fire in the Hole and Crossroads Pizza.
But
Stuff
if you
like
want
that.
to do the loop and kind of see most everything, it's better to go left or right.
Yeah, so that's the way most people go. That's Time Traveler, that direction, Grand Expo. But we're gonna go this way. We're gonna start left from the square. All right. All right, so right here we can go left or right. It really doesn't matter that much because they both connect.
Yeah, this part will kind of,
Merge.
you gotta cut that out. I cannot think straight today.
Your enthusiasm is
Is overwhelming my vocabulary.
yeah. That's a comment that some
Very
wonderful person left.
comment. Yeah, we get.
We're more like a circus, is what they said.
You know what? Until we started YouTube, I never realized that my voice was different or unique. So many people have commented that I have an annoying voice, and I never realized I had an annoying voice
Well, how rude.
until people pointed it out on YouTube. So thank you.
What was that one comment that person put about that? They wanted me to remake a video.
Oh yeah, they said, John, remake this video without that tedious woman. So I actually want to have a shirt made that says hashtag that tedious woman.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but yeah.
People are just wonderful on our comments. It keeps us laughing,
A
right?
lot of people are really, really wonderful, but
Oh, yeah.
every now and then you get a few that, like to point things out.
Okay, let's stop right here. So we've got the knife store. So that's where we came from. There's the square. And now, remember we told you could have gone either way. So that other path is basically right there. But this gets you to the American Plunge, which of course is not open anymore this year. So you've got the American Plunge right down here. There it is. I do hear Wildfire, the roller coaster.
Yeah, it's still going, even in the rain.
Even in the rain.
The cold. What do you think it is? Maybe
50.
40?
Oh, that's about 50.
Oh, is it?
Okay, so let's try to help you out where we're at right here. So that other path is right there. You know, of course, we came basically around this. That other path is right over there. This is a little connector between these two left paths. So this is where we would get on American Plunge or Wildfire. You can do either one. So you go down this way and around, and you get on American Plunge or Wildfire. You can also go that way right there, and you can cut down to the left path. So we won't do that. We'll go back this way to take this little connector back to, I guess, what we would call the main left path. I'll give you a little bit of perspective here. So that's where we came from, up there. There's the square. We were actually going down this path over here. And right here, of course, is another connector to the center path. Remember we told you on the square, you could split the park. So go that way, and there's basically the center path right there that goes that way and up back to the square. All right, so things are pretty well connected. And oh, by the way, this is that giant hill that you have to climb up at the end of the day, which we like to avoid.
That's why we like to go left instead of right, because this hill, especially when you're tired at the end of the day, is very steep. And it takes a lot of effort to get up of it.
Up of it? Amy, I don't think you're cut out for YouTube.
I'm not. You gotta edit some stuff.
No.
No, I will tell you what the issue is that John will not usually let me do more than one take. So
oh, yeah.
It's like either you get it right the first time or it's going in there.
So like we watch Sir Willow, and at the end of all of his videos, he has bloopers. We just keep our bloopers in the videos.
Yeah.
It makes my life editing a whole lot easier.
Yeah. So if you're like, why the heck does Amy mess up so much? It's because John's like, one take, that's it.
Yeah, just pretend we're live. Okay, so here we are still on the left path, and over here is another entrance to Wildfire, which would actually be the main entrance, but that just takes you back up to where the American Plunge was. Right over there, you got a restaurant here, got a map over there. We'll show you a map in a second. That would make a whole lot of sense on this video, but wait till we have a free one.
And so now you're coming down here where you will be by Fire in the Hole, and should it be open, the Opera House, where you would see, this is where you would see Dickens' Christmas Carol if it was here, and, the bigger shows, during the summer. So
And
like the Swashbuckling Adventure was here.
And so this would be our first dead end, and we'll go up there in a second. That would be our first dead end, right?
Right.
Because now we're at the bottom of the park, and we would be going this way. This is the bottom of the park, so we're going to turn right.
And that would loop you around, to take you over to the middle of the park and then over to the other side.
All right, so this is what we have done so far, okay? This was the entrance where we came in, and then we entered onto Main Street. There's the gazebo. We were standing right here, and we said we could go right, we could go down the center, or we could go left. We went left. Then we said you could take the main left path or take this side path. We did that. We walked over here, then we cut back, okay, right here. So this is where we are right now. Here's our first dead end, right up in here. This is where you're gonna have the saloon, Fire in the Hole, the Opera House, and Powder Keg. Okay, so this is your first dead end. We'll go show you what it looks like. I lost Amy, she's gone. Oh, hi.
Hi.
I didn't see you. Boy, there is nobody here right now, huh?
Dead.
Middle of the week,
and
rain.
Rainy and cold.
So there's the saloon. Right now the saloon Christmas show is taking place outdoors. Our son Skylar used to work right there. And by the way, all of these snowflakes, this is the parade route for the Rudolph parade. Okay, so over here, we actually have a line to Fire in the Hole. Great ride. Over here, and this is it's a dead end area. It'll dead end at Powder Keg, one of the roller coasters. And then up here is the Opera House, which is not being used this year. And so that's the Opera House. That is also a dead end. Okay, so we have dead ended.
Dead end number one.
Dead end number one. So we're going back out of the dead end now this way. So that is back up to the square, up that steep hill on the left path. But now we're gonna take this path. This is the bottom side, the bottom end of the park. Okay, so this is basically starting the first. This is the first turn on our big giant loop.
Okay, so right over here to the right, as you come under the bridge.
Under this bridge.
And that's where the train will go. Is the connector to the center path, that path we've been telling you about over where Midtown is and all of that. And this is where that new stage is this year, the Tom and Huck stage, where they're actually doing the hymn sing here now instead of up in the Wilderness Church like they normally do.
Yeah, so this path right here, it'll go over here and it'll do a corkscrew on up back to the center path up by the gazebo. And this is how you get to the train, right?
Yep.
It says train on the ground.
I can see how people get kind of confused when they come to Silver Dollar City, because even though here we are trying to explain it. I can still see how it probably sounds confusing.
Yeah, so we're doing our best. I don't know if we're doing that great, but we're trying to kind of make it less confusing. So over there, back under the bridge, there's our left path that will go up to Main Street. But this is our center path that goes up to Main Street. Gazebo's up there, or it goes to Christmas at Midtown. It goes right through it.
Midtown, which is your crazy lights overload.
We were on the Showboat today, and they said Silver Dollar City now has 7.5 million lights.
It's a lot of lights.
But if only one of them go out, the whole thing goes out.
Aren't you glad it's not like that anymore?
Oh my. So here we are. This is the bottom end of the park.
And now this will be dead end number 2. When we get
Yeah,
left.
there's a dead end coming up here. We've got a ride over here. We've got Santa Claus over there. And then Crossroads Pizza is right there. So if we continue going this way, which we will in a little bit, this is continuing on our loop. There is the Dockside Theater with some singing that will be going on, or the Living Nativities over there as well. But we're going to go into dead end number 2, correct?
Yes, over by Outlaw Run.
Yep. So over on the right over here, not accessible via this dead end. This is going to be on the main loop. That is Mystic River Falls, and this is the dry riverbed. And so our loop, main loop, is going to continue that way. But we're over here on this dead end. The train tracks are right here. We're going to go see the Barn Swing and Outlaw Run. All right, so we were down there at the Barn Swing and Outlaw Run, and now we're coming back. So over here is Crossroads Pizza, and there's Santa over there. This is the main bottom end loop. We're gonna go this way. So here at the bottom end of the park, we have Mystic River Falls. We've got Rivertown Smokehouse, which is a great place to eat. There's people under the shelter eating over there. This is where I typically get my coffee, and of course cinnamon bread right in there. Okay, up in there, that's just an exit to the theater, so there's nothing to think about up there. They got the train up there. And of course, this is Mystic River Falls. So this is a theater right over there. Of course, not in use. Well, it actually is in use, this one. It's a resting house where you can take your mask off and relax in there. Okay, now we're starting to make the bottom end loop that's gonna loop around this way. All right, so making this bottom end loop here, this turn, and this brings us to dead end number 3. So the loop continues that way. We'll go up there in a sec. But first, this is Fireman's Landing. So this is a dead end. And it loops around this way. There's rides over there, and it stops right there. Okay, so you can, basically you're gonna play in this area. This is for kids mostly. And there's a ball pit in there. It's not open right now. And then you've got rides up over in here. But yep, this will end right over there.
Okay, so we are leaving Fireman's Landing and going back to the loop, which will take us up by Boatworks Theater.
Yep. And so that's where we came from a moment ago with Mystic River Falls. This is the way we're going. Let's go ahead and take another look here. So again, Main Street. We went down this way, underneath the bridge, but there was a dead end there.
So this was dead end number 1 was here by the Opera House. Dead end number 2 was there by Outlaw Run. And now we're dead end number 3, which is up there by Fireman's Landing at the top.
Way up there. So now we're here, and we're gonna be coming back up to the top of the park this way. But there's still another dead end to talk about right over here. And oh, by the way, Silver Dollar City has an opportunity to fix one of the dead ends, don't they, Amy?
We love this little trail. They call it like Hoot Owl Hollow. And it is open only during pumpkins. And so when pumpkins is open, you get to take that trail and it takes you over to the plaza. But the rest of the year it's closed. So you gotta go all the way around.
So here is that path. And it's locked. But oh, what a wonderful shortcut this is.
It is wonderful.
So basically, it wraps around right over there. And that's the back end of the Grand Exposition, which is up in there. And you got the new plaza area right there. But no, can't take that shortcut.
The plaza is where they have the new Christmas show this year called Cool Yule.
Yeah. Over here we have Tinker's Toy Shop and also Sons of the Silver Dollar performing. Over here we have the Lord Jesus Christ. Or at least a representation of him.
Right, a ceramic representation of him.
All right, so now this would be the right loop because we're coming back up. Although it feels like the left side of the park, but pretend you're turned around. This is the right side. We already went down the left side. So now this is a gigantic dead end. And you can actually go one of two ways, usually, not always. You can either go outside right around there, or you can take a shortcut through here, which is nice and warm.
Okay, so now we're headed into the Grand Exposition. This would be dead end number 4. And on the back side of this is that new plaza stage. So if you need to go there to see Cool Yule, or
Fa la 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 follies.
or to go to the pumpkin dance party during pumpkin night.
So this is mostly kids rides right in here.
And if you go past these swings to the right, kind of down around, those are your toddler rides.
Kind of another dead end actually, huh?
Yeah, actually it's kind of a dead end of a dead end.
Let's say dead end 4A.
Yeah. But that's where you'll get to ride little ladybugs and...
So if you go this way, there's a dead end right back in there with like what, 4 rides, maybe 3, 4, 5, something like that.
little kitty ride, little tiny kitty rides.
And I gotta tell you, if you're okay with the rain, this is the time to come. Come when it's rainy, a little miserable, because clearly there ain't
Have the park to yourself.
nobody here.
Whether it's worth it or not, you have to determine for yourself.
I mean, all the rides are running, coasters are going. All right, so like I said, this is a huge dead end. And actually, it's stopping right here. I guess they're not having any shows. What time is it?
It says Cool Yule. The next show is at...
It says 4:30.
Oh, maybe they don't do it in the rain.
They might have canceled it. So right in there, you can't really see it obviously. That's your plaza stage. And then back over here is where that Hoot Owl, what do they call it? That Hoot Owl Hollow.
And it's 45 degrees, I just looked it up.
That path goes right over there, that connector that was locked. So that'd be a great connector to open up. 45 degrees right now?
45 and rainy.
Perfect time for Silver Dollar City.
My feet are frozen though. These boots aren't waterproof.
And we're doing this whole trip to Silver Dollar City just because of our peeps.
Our peeps.
Yeah, just for you all.
Hey, just because we did this for y'all, can you subscribe if you haven't
Oh,
already?
give us a thumbs up.
Give us a thumbs up, that'd be awesome.
I have a little bit of an extreme pain issue with my thumb. It's been for like 2 months now and I can't get it to fix.
Like trigger thumb from your phone?
Yeah, well, it's something like that. I don't know. I think it was a shark attack. Remember when I was attacked by that shark?
Does that sound cooler than overusing your thumb, with your phone?
Yeah, I think so. So we're going back out of this dead end. So we're going to go back this way up the right path.
And then we can tell you how to get to the flooded mine, because that's sort of
It's not really a dead end, it's just
not
a detour.
dead end, but it's a detour.
All right, so we're coming out of the dead end. And that's the building that we came out of. So we'll go back this way. How did you end up getting the umbrella out of me?
You had to look valiant on our YouTube video, right?
I would do this any day of the week.
Uh-huh.
So that's where we just came from. That's the right path. Goes on down to Fireman's Landing. Now we're gonna go this way. That's the exit to Flooded Mine, right there, that door. And by the way, we are still on the parade path. Probably not gonna be a parade today though, because of the rain.
Yeah, I still think they can do the parade in the rain, because I've been here before when it was canceled.
So Rudolph melts.
Well, I think it's the slippery walkways with the floats.
Oh. All right, so over there is Time Traveler. So you can have Time Traveler and Thunderation right up in here. So going back toward the top of the park, toward Main Street, this grade is not as steep. All right, so that takes us back to Main Street. Over there is Time Traveler and Thunderation. But this way, you're gonna have the Flooded Mine and the train and the carousel. And this will take us back to the center of the park and Christmas at Midtown.
And it looks like the train is running.
Yeah.
Because there are people waiting for it.
So the train's running. Over there is Flooded Mine.
Also a great thing to do in the rain.
Yep. Oh, I see him. He's coming. I see the smoke. See the smoke out there?
I do. The steam
The steam. It's a steam train.
engine. Wow, look at all those strollers. Aren't you glad our little ones are out of strollers? Because I remember stroller parking.
Oh gosh. Go to Disney World and it's just, you have stroller
The
parking
stroller
lots.
parking is usually like a 5-minute walk from the attraction.
It's horrible. But anyway, so that train is coming around the bend, and this is kind of the middle area of the park. And right over this way is the carousel. I'll take you around the corner and take a look at it.
And $50 hauler.
Back up there is where we're gonna. That's Time Traveler back up there. All right. So you can kind of see Christmas at Midtown there, all the lights.
Yep.
So this takes you to the center of the park. So if you could walk through there, that's Christmas in Midtown. Turn left, and that takes you up to Main Street. Okay? Or turn right, go over a bridge, and down a corkscrew. That takes you down by Crossroads Pizza, River Blast, kind of down in there. Here comes the train. So that's a popular thing to do in the rain, or even if it's not raining. It's super popular.
Super popular at Christmas time because they have a special Christmas show in the middle where they normally do the robbery. Now you get to hear the Christmas story.
Yep. All right, so again, center of town, but we're gonna come back over this way and go back up by Time Traveler. All right, so coming back up from that center part of Silver Dollar City. There's Time Traveler. Thunderation's right there. That's where we came from, Grand Exposition, and then the right path goes that way. But we are going back up toward Main Street. And this is a much easier walk, doing it this way, starting left, than it is the other way around.
Yes, it's not nearly as steep, so we enjoy exiting the park through this milder hill.
But you have to ask yourself when you get here, what ride are you wanting to go on first? A lot of people run down the right path to get to Time Traveler or to get to Mystic River Falls, but here's a little tip. If you're going to Mystic River Falls, go down the center, right?
Yep, that'll take you almost right there.
Go down the center, takes you by Crossroads Pizza, turn right, and you're there. So that takes you down the center of the park. This is Main Street. And there's a couple entryways to get down to the center. You can go that way too, right there. And that tree will get lit up at some point tonight. And so that is our tour of how to navigate Silver Dollar City.
That is the loop with all the dead ends added in. Hopefully it helped. It does still seem kind of confusing, I know, unless you're here in person walking it. But even if it gives you a little bit of a better idea of what there is so you don't miss anything, then I think we've done our job.
Yeah.
All right, is this it?
I think that's
We
it.
signing off?
So we're gonna go that way. We're gonna go out to the parking lot and do everything in reverse of what we did when we got here.
Do we want to show them how to leave?
Let's show them how to leave.
Okay.
Why don't we do this? Why don't you sign off and I'll just kind of,
Okay.
we'll just take them on our,
Sounds good. Safe travels, everyone.
there you go.